All right. Get this thing going here. Get some stuff shared out on social media and all that jazz. All right. How you guys doing this morning? Excited? Not excited? What are you guys thinking? What are you thinking? We're not too far away from this. We're 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, somewhere in there. One other place I gotta get this up at. Yep. All right. I think we're all good. Are you guys pumped? Are you excited? What's up, Joycey Johnson, Zach Karinsky, Dan K, Robert Smith. Good morning, everyone. This is going to be a fun one. Maybe. I hope so. I've heard... I'm just going to throw this out there. I hope I'm not spoiling anything because I don't know this for a fact, so I don't feel like it's a spoiler because it's just something I've heard. But I've heard some little birdies out there telling me that we might be getting a new mystery dungeon today. New mystery dungeon. It is something that I have heard but cannot confirm. So it's kind of like a rumor, basically. Not kind of. It is a rumor. What's up, Adul Rahman? What's taking so long? It starts in 3 minutes. Or it's supposed to start in 3 minutes anyways. We'll hopefully be there. What's up, Rodrigo Miranda? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Could be always doing a lot better. Everyone can always be doing a lot better. But all things considered, I guess I'm doing all right. Just kind of waiting here. We got a few minutes. Talked a bit last night about expectations, hopes, and dreams during the Nintendo Prime podcast. If you guys want to go back and watch that, it's like the last topic we cover around the 50-minute mark or so. If people want to go check that out, there's no time to really check it out right this second. But if you want to compare what happens today to what the expectations were, that's a good thing to go back and reflect on. Probably additional content for Sword and Shield. Definitely additional content for Sword and Shield. There'll be like new Gigantamax forms and other stuff like that. So there'll be at least some new content. Some people hoping for a Let's Go for Gen 2. They did say the last Let's Go game was a one-off, but I mean, people say a lot of things and then plans change, so I know a lot of people hoping for a Sinnoh remake. I don't want people to get like I trying to temper my expectations. So that way, even if it ends up not being the greatest direct, I end up being excited a little bit. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, there'll definitely be some Sword and Shield news. That's like legit, no doubt. Make sure I actually have this playing yet, too. All right. Think right. Yeah. All right. Made it in time. What's up, Trivial? How's it going? Yeah, I barely got this stream up in time, to be completely honest. It's been a bit of a long morning, but it usually is every morning when you got kids, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, Chubbs Barrios? How you doing? You're testing your keyboard. Alright, here we go. It started. Let's go. Here we go. Let me know how the levels are if I need to turn myself up or something. Sorry, I had it on mute. Here you go. Ooh, okay. Here we go. There it is!
Mystery Dungeon.
I knew
Rescue
it.
Team
I told
DX.
you guys a mystery dungeon was coming. I knew it. Look at that. I like the artsy direction. That's kind of neat. I really like that hand-drawn style. It's looking pretty good. Okay.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Rescue Team DX.
Rescue Team DX. Nice.
It's been about 15
All right.
years since
Good
Pokemon
start.
Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance systems in Japan. But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title.
A combined title. Okay.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX will be released March 6,
March
2020.
6th. That's soon. That is soon. That is coming
What's
very
more,
soon.
we'll release a demo version on Nintendo
Oh,
eShop,
there it is.
available later today.
Guys, you can play a demo today. Yes.
You'll be able to carry over your save
I love
data
when
to the full
demos.
version
Oh,
of
I
the
wish
game
there was
once
demos for
purchased.
every game.
So
that comes
please
from
take this
Nintendo.
opportunity to get a sample of the fun.
Awesome.
Now, for the other topic, I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you.
The other topic. So there's only two topics.
Mr. Masuda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Amori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November. Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience. And the Galar region is a vast one. We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries
DLC?
to explore. We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion
DLC.
Pass.
DLC.
Downloadable expansions for the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase
Clearly
from
DLC.
Nintendo eShop.
Until now, we've sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous games,
Ooh,
such as Pokemon
This
Platinum
is-
version
this
or
is gonna
Pokemon
replace-
Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon.
this is gonna replace that?
This expansion pass will be different from those games.
Okay.
You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
Okay, I can dig that.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you.
All right. I'm not against the idea of an expansion
Please
pass.
have a look.
I'd rather that than a whole new like Sword and Shield 2. Okay. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. I could dig it. Slowpoke. love the music choice. It's like so epic. Yes. New evolution. Oh, I like that. The Isle of Armor. Okay. Okay. The Isle of Armor. When's it coming? Cool. It's interesting how they're showing a lot of concepts because they don't really have a lot of it playable yet. I like that. Cave of Trebuchet. All right. Are they just looping this? I feel like this is just on loop at this point. This is on loop. Hold on, I gotta refresh the stream. Does Nintendo really have this on loop right now? Everyone, look, everyone in the chat over here is saying it's on loop too. It's not just me. It's not just me saying it's on loop. I'm gonna refresh the stream, but I'm pretty sure that they screwed up and it's on loop. Oh my god. Oh, the Crown Tundra. Maybe it's not on loop. I don't know. It feels like it's on loop. It feels like it's on loop. But we moved ahead, so now it's the Crown Tundra. Finally. Not actual game footage. Alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. That was the strangest sequence I've ever seen to reveal two different parts. Okay, Gigantamax. Gigantamax. Yeah. Can't even code a stream right. That's the weirdest way to reveal there's two parts when it looks so similar. Okay. Okay.
What did you think of this first
Isle
look?
of Armor, Tundra Crown thing.
The
yeah.
Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass will be
Legendary.
composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020,
Okay, so we'll hear about
and
that
the
at
Crown
E3.
Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020.
Let me guess, $40 each.
If you buy the Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released.
Please don't be $60.
Each part offers a different adventure.
Please don't be 60.
where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there.
I'm cool
There
with
are
the
two
expansion
versions
pass.
of the expansion pass.
Of course
One
there
for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different
Please say-
versions,
but
and
you have
you'll
to buy it
also run
twice.
into some different people and places.
But
We're
you have to buy
hoping
it.
players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one another and working together.
Now, without further ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Mr. Tani?
I mean, I'm okay with an expansion pass.
Hello.
I'm
I'm
worried about
Tommy
how they're
from
going to
Game
price
Freak.
this thing.
I'm working as the director for the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra are in development as we speak.
And I want to know if you own both games, do you
So
have
today,
to buy it twice?
we'd like
That's
to show
another
off some
thing I wanna know,
designs
too.
and concept art to
that
help
would be-
introduce you to these new areas.
That'd be ridiculous if you have to buy it twice. They might as well just release new games.
Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle of Armor. This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar dwelling there too. There's a dojo for Pokemon battles on this island. And you'll take up an apprenticeship under the Pokemon trainer who runs it. This is Mustard, who will become your mentor. He's also the mentor of Champion Leon, who you probably know quite well. In fact, Mustard has occupied the seat of champion himself in the past. You'll also encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices. When playing with the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user. When playing with the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you will be training with Avery, who is a Psychic-type user. They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own. Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story. Cubfu. It's a fighting-type Pokemon that strives to become stronger
Cubfu.
with single-minded
I
dedication.
love the name. Cubfu.
As you progress
We're
through
not
your
even
training,
trying to pretend.
Mustard will entrust you with this
Just
Pokemon.
Cubfu. And his
Once you
sister
complete your
Mayonnaise.
training together with Cubfu, it will be able
Yeah,
to evolve
where's Patty
into
Mayonnaise in
Urshifu.
this? Come on.
Urshifu is a Pokemon with two distinct styles. There is Single Strike style, a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also Rapid Strike style, a fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes. What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form. Each style will have a different appearance, as well as a different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Cubfu into an Urshifu in one of these two styles, Single Strike style or Rapid Strike style, during your adventure. Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its two styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions. We also want to talk about Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon, final evolutions of the first three Pokemon you team up with in the Galar region. During your adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your teams will be able to Gigantamax. You can look forward to seeing their new forms and new G-Max moves. And as you can see here, we've got even more in the works to make sure your journey is as smooth and fun as possible. There are new fashion items, and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike. We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
Next, I'd like to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area, which has a theme of exploration. I'm going to show you the information we have at the moment.
This expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for yourself at the beautiful scenery of this shining, silvery landscape. As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokémon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration, there will be plenty for you to uncover. You might find
Basically
a strange temple
Fallout
where you least
76.
expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious
16
giant
drawings in
tree
detail.
growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong. A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra. You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields and even deep inside Pokémon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of during max raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokémon you'll discover during your adventure. Legends say this Pokémon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements. Get ready to experience a never-before-told story about
Alright,
the
so-
mysteries of Calyrex.
I think this whole thing
Crown
right now,
Tundra will have a new form of co-op
neat.
play as well.
and I think as like a
This will allow
hardcore
you and
Pokemon
friends
fan,
to
I can
enter
see
and explore
people being
Pokemon
really
dens that
into
exist
this
underground in the
information.
Crown Tundra.
But as like a
Deep inside the
general
dens, you may
direct,
see legendary Pokemon from past
why
games
are we announcing
Dynamaxing
DLC when we
before your
can't show
eyes.
the DLC?
You'll be able
Like,
to
we're
meet
not
and
seeing
make allies of
actual
all kinds of legendary
gameplay.
Pokemon during your adventures in the Crown Tundra,
And this is supposed to come out in June.
including ones you'll
Like,
be able to
wait
catch
until you could show
through this
actual
co-op
gameplay
play.
and then show it off, right? Like,
It
for
also
hard,
appears
like
that
I
some
kept
brand
thinking,
new
if this
legendary
was a
Pokemon
Zelda
are
DLC,
also waiting to be found somewhere
and
in
they were
this
showing
land.
off this kind of concept art
And
for a new
combined
Zelda
with the Isle of
DLC,
Armor,
I'd be
dozens
all
of
into
new
it.
clothing
I'd love
items
it,
will
but
be
I'm
added.
hardcore into Zelda. I think as
Plus,
a
there will be
general,
new battles waiting for
like
you to challenge
for general
once you complete
gaming
your
fans
entire
that
game,
kind of
including
played
the Isle
Sword
of
and
Armor
Shield.
and the Crown Tundra. We can't go into the
this
details of
doesn't
everything, but we're working on planning and developing new
do
ways
much
to
for them,
enjoy
I don't
Pokemon
think.
even as we speak.
in my opinion,
The Isle of
maybe I'm
Armor
way
and
off
the
on
Crown
that,
Tundra
but
areas themselves are actually two key
when you
examples
can't see
of the
real
things we're working
gameplay,
on.
it's kind of.
Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in
But-
the Galar region, where
Well,
players
hey,
are
there's
able
some
to move around
gameplay, at
freely
least a
and
little
control
bit.
the camera.
Little snippets.
Of course, you'll be able to connect with other trainers and play with them too. There
Okay.
will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll
Okay.
be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon
Increasing the
that haven't previously
multiplayer a
appeared
little
in the
bit,
Galar
more
region.
free range camera. Finally.
There's more to see and do on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra than there was even in the wild area.
Oh, you mean
We'll
you
bring
actually
more information about them
created
in
a
future
proper
news
open
reports,
world
so
area?
please stay tuned.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be insulting games that I haven't actually fully dove into.
What did you think? We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content, so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region.
Yeah, previous legendaries was.
We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Thank you, Mr.
So
Tommy.
that's pretty much it, right?
On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra,
It's about
you'll see
20
some
minutes
familiar
right now.
Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas, and you can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokemon that appear on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra through other means, such as trading.
Trading, yeah.
Players will also be able to bring over Pokemon to their games from the cloud service Pokemon
Pokemon
Home,
Home.
as long as the Pokemon appear in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion packs.
Okay.
Pokemon Home is planned to launch in February 2020.
Pokemon Home. We finally have it announced.
We intend to release
Yay!
even more details before
We
then,
finally know
so
when
please
Pokemon
wait
Home's
just
coming.
a little bit longer.
Finally, we know when it's coming.
Finally, we have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles in the wild
You know what's
area.
funny about
Face
Appleton?
these powerful
We actually have
Pokemon
a
with your
town
friends.
in my state called Appleton. So it's
There
like,
will also
hey,
be a
you
software
took the name of
update
one of my
going
towns
live
and made it a
available
Pokemon.
later today. Once
funny.
you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station. In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon Shield, you'll run into Avery. You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor. You can try to catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor, or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra. Don't forget to check it out.
Okay.
What did you think?
I mean,
Today,
they're
we've
doing a
finally
neat
been
thing with
able
the
to show
DLC.
you
I
some of
like
what
how
we
they're
at Game
handling
Freak
DLC
are hoping to
so
achieve
far.
going forward. We hope we've been
I wonder
able
if
to
this
get you
means there's
excited
no
for the
new
continuing
Pokemon game this
adventures
year.
waiting for you
Because
in
they're
the
just doing
Isle
a
of Armor
DLC.
and the Crown Tundra. Each part offers a different adventure.
Pricing now.
We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced
You're not going to give us
before.
pricing, are you?
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
Pricing.
Stay tuned for more updates in the future.
Oh, you can't.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra,
Oh, there we go.
will be available for pre-purchase
Oh, it's
on
each!
Nintendo eShop later
It's
today.
$60. It's each. It's each $30
You'll also
each.
be able to act.
And then it just ended. And it just ended. Also, you'll be able to activate something, and it just ended. It just ended. What's happening with this stream? What's going on right now? He's still talking, and the stream just ends. Thanks for watching. It's probably because it was looping earlier. I'm telling you, that was definitely a loop earlier in the stream, and because it was looping, the end of the direct got cut off. Man. Oh my, I've never seen this happen before. Like, this has to be on the Pokemon Company, right? The Pokemon Company had to have done this without Nintendo running through it themselves, because Nintendo never has mistakes like this. They don't have looping. They don't have a direct get cut off mid-sentence. Oh, it's hilarious. At least we got the price. It's $30 for each piece of DLC. We didn't get confirmed whether or not you had to buy it twice for each game. Thanks, Thark, for the $5 Australia, man. I appreciate it. How the stream ended is probably about how I feel about the whole stream. So first off, we are getting like a mystery dungeon like remake of the old DS games combined into one game. That's really cool. Demo later today. I think that was probably the best announcement. I am glad overall. They covered the looping part as well. Yeah, I think they did. They covered the looping part. And I think the idea of DLC versus brand new games is better, and paying $30 per expansion is better than paying $60 for brand new games. But then is it? Because then you're spending $60 total anyways. So like and we might have to spend $60 per game because there's exclusive unique things for each game, and they didn't tell us if you could just buy the pass once for both games. Like, if you have both games, can you buy the pass just one time? They didn't tell us if we could do that. So we're kind of left sitting here scratching our heads like, okay, so $60, like that's like more expensive than the Breath of the Wild DLC. And that's just oh man. $60. Why did it cut out? Because the stream died. The stream, basically they hit the 20 minutes, right? It's supposed to be 20 minutes long. They hit the 20 minutes. And earlier in the stream, it was looping. So there was a part of them like, I've seen this already. And it looped like 3 times or something before it finally moved on to the second area, or the second part of the expansion pass. And that loop counted as part of the runtime for the direct. And the runtime was probably preset at 20 minutes or whatever. So they hit the end of the runtime, and so the stream just stopped mid-sentence. The guy was still talking. He was still trying to tell us something like, oh, we can unlock something later today or whatever it is. And it just stopped mid-sentence. I guess the only good news is that, like, the Pokemon Direct does not mean we're not going to get a Nintendo Direct. We still could get a Nintendo Direct a week from now or something. So that's, I guess, good news. I like the idea of really expansive DLC versus doing a Sword and Shield 2 instead. And technically, this is cheaper than a Sword and Shield 2 because you spend $60 and that's it. You don't have to buy like 2 games. I think I'm pretty sure you're not gonna have to buy the DLC twice. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know how Game Freak's handling it. I'm just hoping that that's not the case. How does this happen? How do you have looping and then, oh, the loop fixes itself and then you cut off? How? They uploaded the video and it has the end? Okay, hold on. Is it on Nintendo or is it on the Pokemon channel? Let me see here. Videos. It has the end. Okay. Let me find the end here. So we could actually see how
Software
this is
update going live, available later today.
Alright.
My thanks to everyone from Game
See how it
Freak.
actually ends.
The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of
How's it
Armor
supposed to?
and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop
Actual
later
price
today.
may vary. What the? Okay.
You'll also be able to access Nintendo eShop directly from the Pokemon Sword and
Okay.
Pokemon Shield menu
That was
once
what
you
we
install
missed.
the latest update for your game.
So there's a new
As
update.
a special purchase bonus, we've also prepared some
Pikachu
clothing
and
items that can be
Eevee
used
shirts.
starting today. Pokemon will continue to try new things in 2020 to bring fun and joy to people around the world. Thank you for tuning in.
There we go. We finally saw the real end of the Direct. Oh man, Spoon hits us with $5. Thank you so much, Spoon. Says $240 plus tax for the full experience if you have to buy the DLC twice in both games. Yeah, think about that. Because it'd be $60 for each game. Obviously, that's just a given. We already knew that for $120. And if you have to buy the DLC twice, that's $240. Even if you only have to buy it once, it's $180 for the full retail experience. It's just insane. Like, I was hoping these DLC packs would be like $15 each, $30 total. You know, 20 at the worst, right? $20 each. That was kind of what Breath of the Wild did. $20 each, $40, be done with it. No. $30 for each one, $60 total. Potentially have to buy it twice. Yes. No. It's $30 for each. I'll go back. It said, there it is. It says $29.99 USD MSRP each. Each one is $30. The Isle of Armor is $30. The Crown Tundra is $30. It's $60 for this DLC. You don't buy either one. It comes. Okay, that was not clearly explained. Hold on, because that was not clearly explained in this. That must be additional news. Let me see if I can find that reported anywhere. Because that was definitely not made clear in the Direct. Which is pretty BS if that's how it works. And it wasn't made clear in the Direct. Where are you seeing this news? I'm not seeing anyone reporting on it. 30, okay. You don't buy the DLC twice. You buy either one once and it comes with the other. Where are you seeing that news, Morrison? If you listen to the presenter. All right, let me.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
Oh, so so I'm a little confused. I think what he means, and this still isn't good, but it's a little bit better. I think what he means, based on what I just reheard, is that you'll have to buy the expansion pass twice, once for each game. but each expansion pass comes with the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. So if you only have Sword, you only have to spend $30. If you only have Shield, you only have to spend $30. If you have both, you'll have to spend $60. That's why they're saying the USD MSRP each. What they're saying is for each game, you have to buy it. So it's still $60, just in a different way. And for, I guess, most people, it'll probably only be $30. That is better. So then, like, each one's more like $15 each. Okay, I'll back off a little bit. That is a little better. That is a little better. It's still $60. I mean, I don't think you should have to buy it twice, period, but pretty sure that if you own Sword and Shield, you're gonna have to buy each one twice, or buy it twice. So that's, oh man, why can't we have just DLC you buy one time? If you own both games, why are you being punished for owning both games? And yeah, really poorly explained, very poorly explained. Is even what I'm explaining now how it works? Like, am I even that confident to think this is what it? It's still better. It's better than thinking $120. But it's still, like, really badly explained. The actual stream cut off. There was looping, and $30 for each game? Why can't it just be like, why you shouldn't be punished for having both games? It feels like you're being punished. Oh, you own Sword and Shield. Yeah, give us more money. Like, you shouldn't. You should be rewarded for buying both games. Ugh. Like, I understand there's different Pokemon and slightly different stories. So what? Most of what you're going to experience is going to be the same. Oh, my God. Mustard, there's that at least. All right. I guess that kind of summarizes my entire reaction to this. I guess this has just kind of been the whole Sword and Shield adventure from the moment it was announced to release to now with the DLC. Nothing can just be smooth. There always has to be these caveats. There has to be these extra ways they're making money. There has to be all these little things along the way that just are very frustrating. And I don't even own Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't even own the games. And I'm frustrated by like how this is being handled. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, get the Sword and Shield double pack for the same price as just buying them on their own. So what's the point of the double pack beyond a box that can fit both? I mean, let's just be honest. It's not necessarily Game Freak's fault. The Pokemon Company is all about the money. And this is still better. This is still better than releasing Sword and Shield 2. If they did a Pokemon Sword and Shield 2, it would be $60 a pop again. So this is better than that for consumers. We need to be fair to Game Freak and Pokemon Company. This is better than what they have been doing. It's actually even cheaper than if they release new games at $40. Because if you only own one game, you're only spending $30. That's not terrible. Like, if you only own Sword, you only own Shield, you're only spending $30. That's not that bad of a deal. But it's the idea that if you own both, you're kind of getting punished for owning both. Because that's, I can't think of any other way to feel. Like, if I own Sword and Shield and wanted to play the expansion pass on both, I mean, you have to feel like you're being punished for buying both games. Maybe that's just me, but that's how I feel anyways. All right. I guess that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the direct. I'll let this live reaction go up after, so if you guys missed it or you missed the whole thing. There's a lot the technical problems. Corey, the stream had technical problems. Corey, part of the stream live was looping, and because it looped, the end of the stream got cut off.
Ah! Damn it.
I'm on stream.
Oh.
Anyways, I gotta go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later.